Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Gonna run it. It's Parker. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
To the air, it's Dampier. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent, all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. A 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
They punted it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Off-play action on first down. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
To the air, it's Hillstead. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hagan.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running to Green. Did the work himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Cougars just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
On the slant.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
At the 41. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Utes are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Quarterback running on the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Nice job there by the QB on his own read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield and gets some positive yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air, it's Dampier. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space. It's Martin. He's past the 30. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You got him in 3rd and long. You know it's a pass. No, it's not until it isn't. They run the football. They get you, get a first down. Frustration. Got to move on to the next play.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got the first down himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Hillstead. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead is now back down to 9.
Well, BYU 3.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab near the marker is Clemens. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Just keeps swinging it. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll pull it on the read. Finding open areas. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Ready to try the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
That makes the score Utah 19, BYU 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. He's got it down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Montmeyer. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
At the 33. Third down coming up.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab outside. It's Montmeyer. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
On to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Hand off from the shotgun. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Find some fresh air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Push down for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And BYU will get the first down.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll run the screen. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Here's a heat. Scrambling away. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Utes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
And he added the extra point.
Utah 26, BYU 5.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The sure hands, it's Hagan. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Brings up second down.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hagan.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Second down coming up.
The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Russell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, Running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Buckmeyer. Touchdown, BYU! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT.
Power for the extra point.
Right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive.
Utah 26, BYU 12.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
At the 22-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds a little space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Now on first down from the 30. To throw, it's Dampier. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Out of bounds.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Looking for room, it's Parker. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Buying some time. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Utes have this offense rolling. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bentley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play, but now time for the 4th quarter. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Utes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
He'll do it himself. It's a running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Floating away. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one.
Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to pass, it's Hillstead. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
BYU with the 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Second down.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Finds his tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up over 26 with the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He'll pull it on the read. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Buckmeyer. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And that's really good 3rd down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Looking to get it in. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! I mean, you better bring your big boy pad
Big boy pads, big boy helmet, big boy underwear. You better bring it all with you because these are two great teams. We talked about it all week. Mirror images, going at it. Who's going to make the plays late to take this over the top?
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Parker. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking for a huge play. He's got it for a big play. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plugs it in for the catch.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Forced out of the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout, the clock stops with 17 seconds left. The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.